What's going on, everybody? Mile High back at it with another video. Today we're going to be going over a TownHall 13 and TownHall 12 attack strategy. This one's very different from anything I've ever posted, and it's definitely something that not many people are using. I think it's really fun. So the witches here and the ice golem are just to support your siege barracks, and I'm going to show you why in a second we're using the siege barracks. And as you see, we have furnaces in the clan castle, and I'm not even going to try to explain it from here. I'm going to show you when we go into a replay. I would do a live attack, but my warden is upgrading, so it's just not going to work well without the warden. You definitely want the eternal tome. I think the rage gem is really good, but healing tome works as well. And you definitely want the giant arrow on the queen. Everything else, you can kind of use whatever equipment you want. And if you don't have you don't need it. You can still use this attack. It just does help being able to use the giant arrow to snipe out air sweepers and air defenses, stuff like that. So I'm going to go hop into a replay and just show you guys how we're using this. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm looking for a place that I can freely use my siege barracks. And we're going to use the siege barracks first with the witches and the ice golem, if you need the ice golem to tank immediately. And then we're going to use the siege barracks, and we're just going to let all the siege barracks troops come out, and they're going to start trimming out all the outside defenses. And then when the furnaces come out, I'll show you what you want to do. So we're just going to start right here. I believe we're going to go in from this corner here, and because the mortar's here, I'm actually going to use the ice golem. If you have plenty of space there where it's not going to target your siege barracks, I don't even use the ice golem. I'll just use that with the heroes. But we drop the witches in to support with the pekkas out of the siege barracks and all these wizards, and they will clean out all the trash. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't have the furnace unlocked on this account, and I don't even know if you get it at this town hall. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. But I'm just using the siege barracks to clear this stuff out, and then our furnaces will pop out when our siege barracks runs out of health. And then we're going to do a Firemite clone bomb, kind of like you see at Town Hall 17, but it's just kind of like a makeshift one. So make sure you let your wizards and stuff die first so you don't accidentally clone them. But as you see, our Firemites are going all the way to this Inferno, so it's easy to clone them without hitting anything else. And then we'll Rage. And we're just going to let them clear out as much value as they can. And as look, our wizards and our witches from the siege barracks still putting in work at the bottom. They're going to pick up the cane and get even more value. And can these Firemites get the Town Hall? That would be insane. As you see, we shoot the Queen's Giant Arrow. And that's just to set a funnel as well. That Town Hall is so close to going down. Is it going to go down? Yep, it did. Firemites get the Town Hall, so we use our King and Queen up here. We're sniping the rest of the defenses with the RC, and look at this. This entire half of the base is all dead, and this Kane's getting this stuff. So really, we only have about a third of the base left for our Super Dragons, so we just send them in. Early Warden ability. We have a Rage to use with them as well when they're in a high damage area or to push through a single Inferno or something like that. As you see, there's just no base left. You're going to have no trouble getting your Super Dragons through this, and since you're taking such a long time to let your Siege Barracks work, it is nice having these Super Dragons because they just move so fast, and they do that splash damage. And at Town Hall 13, a lot of times you get bases that are pretty tightly compact. Look how crushed this base is. Our King's full health, Queen's full health, all of our Super Dragons still alive, our Royal Champion survived, and as you see, our Royal Champion's level 10. I'm a very, very new Town Hall 13, and I was kind of rushed through 12 as well. So I don't even have that good of offense. If you guys have better heroes, better equipment, stuff like that, this attack's going to be even better. Let's go hop into another one. Into another attack, we're going to attack another Town Hall 13. So on this one, we're actually going to go from the bottom, and we don't even need the Ice Golem this time. We'll use the Ice Golem with the heroes, or we'll drop it. Yeah, we're actually going to drop it in just a little delayed because we didn't need it right away. Wait for some of these buildings to go down just to maximize that and help freeze that Queen up. We'll pick up the Giant here. Honestly, I don't know if it's the best to go in from there because for the Kane or the Giant because sometimes they'll break through the wall and actually lure the clan castle, and it's nice to be able to take out the clan castle with your Firemites. So I honestly kind of like to avoid the Kane and the Giant out of the army camps just for this reason, because watch, this Giant's going to run in here and it's going to pull the clan castle, because I like cloning the Firemites into the clan castle and taking out the clan castle before the troops even come out. And then you don't have to deal with it, which is really nice. So we're going to try to avoid it. I don't know if our Giant pulled it or not. It might have stayed just outside. That or he had no clan castle troops defending. I'm not 100% sure. But that's just kind of what you're aiming for with your Firemites, honestly, is the clan castle. And look, we also get the Eagle Artillery. The Giant went up. And we actually have a Pekka in there from the Siege Barracks putting in work. We have an Archer over here that's going to clear all this trash. Shoot the Queen's Giant Arrow from the top. Aiming for air defenses and air sweepers. And look how much base is gone again. And we still have our furnaces putting in work as well. So we have basically nothing left. We're going to pick up the Kane with our Super Dragons. And we're going to melt this enemy disarmer. Our Super Dragons are going to absolutely destroy it. And we still have our Warden ability as well. And look, there's just no base left. The Town Hall's still standing. But it's not even going to matter. We're going to completely overwhelm it. We still have furnaces putting in work at the bottom. They last for like, I don't know what this level does. I know the max level lasts for like a minute, I think. So I'm not sure if it's shorter with these ones or not. I haven't used them very much, to be honest, and I haven't used them at all at Town Hall 17 because mine are still level 1. Our queen does go down, but our king comes back, takes out the Town Hall. All of our super dragons still alive. That's why I like using the rage vial just to speed them up, because you're never going to run into any issues where there's too much damage for them to survive. Look how crushed this is. Kane's still up. King full health. All of our super dragons still alive, just absolutely decimated. Let's go hop into another one. Alright, into yet another one. And if you guys want to see me try this at Town Hall 17, I'll definitely do that. I think it just might be a little bit too slow. And I can't use a normal fire mite clone because I don't have high enough level furnaces. They're upgrading now almost to level 2, but as of now they're still only level 1, so they're just not that usable. I might test it at Town Hall 17, but I just think it's going to be too slow because there's just going to be too much base to get through by the time you let your furnace work. But you see, we come in from the left corner over here. We're actually going to save the ice golem this time to use with the heroes because we really didn't need it. And here you're going to see a perfect example. The Kane's going to beat through the wall, and if there's clan castle troops, he's going to pull the troops out, which kind of sucks. But if that does happen, the fire mites actually do a pretty good job at melting through clan castle troops, but he actually doesn't have any defending troops, which is nice. So we're being careful here to make sure we don't accidentally clone our wizards. We're waiting until our fire mites are kind of off on their own. Make sure you're paying attention to that, because you don't want to drop your clones now and accidentally clone those witches or the wizards. So let them die off. Like I said, these furnaces last for a long time, so you can be patient. You don't have to clone them right away. Just wait until you're definitely going to get them. But as you see, there's nothing really left to target in the base, so I actually clone on the outside here. Not the greatest value out of that, but I wanted to make sure I got them inside the base and they didn't just wander around the outside. I want to get that clan castle, but I don't know if we're going to anyway. But we should still get value nonetheless. And just look how much trash that cleans out. Almost half the base is already gone. Not percentage-wise, but you see, basically this whole left half is gone. We drop our queen in front of that giant with the king, and we get our ice golem actually in with the heroes. Our RC. So basically the whole right side is going to get destroyed. The whole left side's already destroyed. We're going to send our super dragons right up the middle. And as you guys can see, there's already nothing really left to defend. We got 2 Inferno Towers and an Eagle. That's basically it. Our RC is going to take out that last air defense. Yeah, there's nothing left to defend. That disarmer, no threat really to the super dragons. They kill her so fast. We hit our Warden's Eternal Tome. Royal Champion's still alive, even though she's only level 10. Still getting value. The Eagle goes down. We pop our King's ability. The Queen's still full health. Look, there's just nothing left to defend. This is a really fun attack, and it's very different from anything else I've used. That's why I like it so much. Look at how many super dragons we still have alive. And you can speed it up, obviously. You don't have to wait the entire time for your furnaces to go down. You can always drop your heroes early, because you already know what they're going to get, and get the super dragons in early. So maybe that's what I'll try at Town Hall 17, and see if we have any time issues. I'm sure we will, but I'm going to test that out anyway. But let's go hop into another one of these. Alright, on to our 4th attack. We're going to use the ice golem here, but we really didn't need to. I'm not sure why I used it, because we're not going to get targeted by anything early anyway. There is that expo, but yeah. It might be worth it even to bring 1 super wall breaker, but like I said, I'm a very new Town Hall 13, so I actually don't even have any super troops other than this one unlocked, I don't think. I don't think I have the super wall breaker. Not 100% sure. But it wouldn't let me train it, so... And it didn't even show up in my boost thing. So I'm not sure why. You must have to have the wall breaker at a certain level. I think that's actually how it works. So I actually don't have the super wall breaker unlocked. As you see, our Pekka does break the wall. So this whole compartment's going to be down before our furnaces even start sending fire mites in. They're going to come in now. Could probably wait for that storage to go down, because it should clear these trash buildings on the outside fast enough to still target the inside of the base. But I got to be patient here, because I can't clone those wizards in that Pekka. I'm kind of waiting for those to go down, hoping these fire mites will jump into the core here. And they do. I get them cloned on top of the Eagle, and then we rage them up. That should actually put in some work. That whole core should go down. If it doesn't, I'd be very surprised, unless we missed one of our clones. But I don't think we did. Clan Castle's going to go down. And we actually didn't get the Infernos or the Town Hall, but that fire effect's still putting in work. We shoot our giant arrow through. We can drop our king now down here and pick up that giant, send our super dragons in. Look, the whole top half of this base is gone. Furnace is still putting in work. Town Hall didn't go down, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter, trust me. Really doesn't matter at all. We do get an archer down over here to start cleaning up the farthest building away, just cleaning up some trash. Let's just speed it up a little bit, take out a couple buildings, and hopefully not have to worry about a time fail. Dragons pushing through here. We got our king on the outside. We still have the Kane to pick up down here as well. Unfortunately, we're going to have to fight off that disarmer. Hopefully our king can stay alive. I'm saving his ability to fight off the disarmer here. Should pop it now. Yet we do. We use our... What is that? The giant gauntlet to fight off the disarmer. We have the queen there as well, but this disarmer being very annoying. But once we pick up this kane, even if everything dies, the whole backside of the base is gone, because he'll revive himself and just destroy everything else from the backside of the base. Like I said, this is a really fun attack, and it's very different from anything I've used. I've never really used, you know, like waiting for siege barracks to clear out trash and let the furnaces come out. It's just a very unique attack in my opinion. And the only reason I'm using it is because obviously I had to find an alternative because I don't have the actual furnace itself. So I just thought about bringing it out of the clan castle, but I didn't want to completely waste the siege machine and not use one at all. So I'm just letting the siege barracks troops clear the trash first, then cloning. And at TownHall 13 and 12, it works very well because you really don't have to worry about time. You can just get through the base so fast. At TownHall 17, it definitely won't be as effective because there's just so much base to get through. By the time you wait for your siege barracks to run out, you're probably going to be pushing it on time. But I am going to mess around with it and see if I can speed the attack up at all. So let me know how this works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.